Pitch is a suprasegmental feature. We need to explain pitch, right? And pitch is an important aspect of the suprasegmental feature because it is superimposed at sounds, right? That how the position of glottis and the activity within glottis, that is important in order to create high pitch or low pitch, right? So pitch is really important for discussion on these suprasegmental features. Pitch is basically the tension of vocal folds. That within glottis there are vocal folds, also called the vocal cords, right? Pitch is determined by the small factors, right? And within those small factors, the most important one is the tension, right? The tension, that how tense is the position of the vocal folds, right? If they are stretched, then there would be tension, and within that tension, the pitch would go up, right? So that's basically the most important aspect of a pitch, right? Others are, the energy, the air which is going through, and also the vibration, right? So the tension of the vocal folds is the most important feature of pitch, right? Altering pitch, altering tension is very normal in human speech, right? Because that's the altering of the pitch, which is, the beauty of a human speech, right? So it is very much normal, it's natural, and we can have various sorts of pitches, right? Pitches which are the basic level through which the sound is, the speech is created, and then, the overtones which are superimposed then on those basic level pitches, right? So pitches are important, and we need to know that what's the role of pitch at word level, at sound level, and then also at word level, right? And later we would also discuss that how is the pitch applied at sentence level, and then applied pitch at sentence level, which is intonation basically. So what's the role of intonation? What are the function of intonation? That would be discussed later, but in this topic we are concerned with the description of pitch, right? And then also the functions of pitch. The increased flow of air, right, through the glottis, that's basically the point which creates ups, going a very high pitch, right? Speaking through a very high pitch. And that's an important aspect of the stress sound, right? Because when the airflow is maximum and it is increased, the air is increased, and when the air is increased, then the stress sound is created. And the stress sound is created, and that's the pitch which is high. When stress is there, the pitch is high. It is unstressed when the pitch is low, right? So the pitch is an important aspect of the suprasegmental features, and it has got a very significant role, right? The role, like it gives us very, important information, right? Different aspects of information are given, but it gives very important information, like what are the characteristics which are specific to a pitch, right? The personal characteristics, right? And that's the reason, how can we understand when we on telephone, without having seen the person, when we are talking to someone, and even for the first time, we can imagine that what's the gender of the person, right? You, picked up a call, which is coming to you from a wrong number, right? And you have just listened to one hello or hi, and from that one single word, you would have the idea that whether the person is a male or a female, right? So we can have such an important aspect of information given by pitch, right? And then added to that personal characteristics, the the fundamental frequency, right, or the zero frequency, F naught, that is given by the pitch, right? And then the gender information, as I said, the male-female variation on the basis of pitch. And can you imagine how this difference is created? Yeah, that's an important point. That difference is created on the basis of the size of glottis, because females, they have smaller size of their folds, their organs, and that's why their pitch is different. Similarly, children, they have even smaller size of their vocal folds, right? So the smaller the size of vocal folds, the more is the, the pitch, right? The frequency would go up, right? So if you just think about this variation, the males, they have, the bigger level of the organs, the bigger level of the vocal folds, and maybe that's the reason why we have this Adam's apple quite visible in males, right? So that's the difference, which is also conveyed through the pitch. And we can also have some information conveyed by the pitch related to the age of the person, right? But to some extent, because we cannot exactly say that what's the age of the person. So that's something which is, conveyed through the pitch. And then non-linguistic information. The non-linguistic information is like, what's the emotional state of the person? Whether the person is cool and calm or angry, right? So is the person confused, or like the person is quite welcoming? Right? So that's the non-linguistic, state of mind, which is conveyed through the pitch. And we also have this linguistic information through pitch. And the linguistic information is basically the, the point which is given in shape of the syntactic boundaries. So those syntactic boundaries are also marked with the help of pitch. So pitch is really important.